Welcome back to Showcase, the show where I walk you through the lore, writing process, and animation models using my Transformers AU, Cyberworld. In today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at Cyberworld Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Alita 1, Mirage, Megatron, Snarl, Chop Shop, and Galvatron. But before we get started, big thanks to Mr. Dino TF180 and the last Prime for requesting this video, and if you have any requests, leave them down in the comments and I'll try and get to all of them. Recently, we've seen a whole lot of big events and prominent bots, but that's not most Cybertronians. Many are just construction workers, accountants, salesmen, and in today's case, actors. With bots as prominent as Optimus Prime and Megatron, there's always money to be made exploiting their likeness, from books to games to movies and even comics. Retelling history is always a good way to make some quick and easy cash. Some of these projects were faithful to the original stories, but today's case was more focused on views than rating. Hardly faithful, barely even trying. To cut down on payroll, they hired out constructed cold bots soon after they had their sparks implanted. Because of this, the bots didn't have names or personalities, so they just took their role as their name and their personality. There was Optimus. He was a bit of a mashup of all the prominent Optimus Primes. He looked a lot like the original, but in their story, he acted a lot like the second Optimus Prime from the Autobot Civil War. It is important to note now that this Optimus never actually became a Prime. The only reason he's known as Optimus Prime is for playing the character in the show. Legally, he would just be called Optimus. Cybertronians don't really like it when you impersonate being one of their leaders. And obviously, he played the Autobots' leader in the show. There was Bumblebee, well named after a bot who fought in the First Great War. He wasn't actually directly based on him, he was mostly a mashup of other bots who had fought alongside the many other Optimus Primes. Having some traits from Hotshot from the War of the Primes, Downshift from the Third Great War, and even Cheetor, a Maximal who fought alongside Optimus Primal. He played Optimus's plucky sidekick. Alita 1 was more original, being directly based on two bots, both from the first Optimus Prime's time, Ariel and her namesake, Alita 1. She played Optimus's love interest and damsel in distress, but she did a lot of research into her namesake, and would have rather played a more unique character to better portray the original. Mirage was pretty directly based on Mirage from the First Great War. He stuck pretty close to that in the show, but for some reason they changed him from being a car to a plane. Nobody really knows why they made that decision. He played the Autobot Scout. Chop Shop was the last of the normal ones. He was inspired by two Insecticons, Chop Shop, where he got his name, and Barrage, where he got his color scheme and body. It seemed the show's producers just thought the name Chop Shop would stand out more, maybe it sold better in merchandise. He played the evil but stupid minion in Megatron. Megatron was just the producers trying to push an agenda. All the bad guys in this show were animal formers. Chop Shop made sense. He was based on an Insecticon, so he turned into an insect. Megatron turned into a tank. The producers just had a prejudice for beast formers, so they just made all the bad guys into beasts, hoping to turn the general population against them. He played the main villain. Galvatron was based on the Galvatron of the Second Great War, one of the Decepticons' more prominent leaders. Well, kind of. The only thing they really shared was the name. He was nothing like the real Galvatron. He played Megatron's second in command, and would try and take over the Decepticons at every chance he got. Unlike everyone else, he was a proper actor, being very different offset. They saw themselves as a true thespian, and really just wanted to get out of this cheap production. Finally, there was Snarl. He played the Autobots' beast former, but early in the show, he was revealed to be a Decepticon spy, betraying the Autobots. Just another push from the showrunners to make beast formers look even worse. This wasn't the whole cast, but this was the core group. They would have many other bots appear, some as little one-off cameos, some just becoming part of the main group. But this is who we started off with, and they would be the most remembered. The show was pretty big for a while, going for 4 seasons. Well, kind of. The 4th season was just 3 episodes. They also got a movie in between the 2nd and 3rd season. Then, their viewership took a bit of a hit, and the show was cancelled. The cast had some roles in other projects. Megatron played the lead in The Last of the Mohicans. Optimus kept playing Optimus in other projects, and Galvatron acted in many critically acclaimed films. The others retired, and by the time of the next major conflict, they'd all just died off. Their show would be remembered for a while, but with how long Cybertronian history is and how long they live, it was forgotten in maybe half a generation. And that's all the Cyberworld bots I've made so far. I really love Cyberworld. I want to make more stuff about it. From what I've seen of the show, it's just really good, it's fun, and the toys look great. Sure, they don't really have elbows, and a couple of them are just reusing molds from the last night, but they're cheap and fun. They're like $12 each, and I can get 3 of them for the price of a deluxe. They're way more enjoyable than a random deluxe. I really need to make some more Cyberworld stuff. I've got Skybite and Scorponok in the mind, just to finish off the early cast. There's a bunch of others I want to get to, and with all the new reveals coming out, there's just so many other ones that look really fun, and I'd just love to get some models made for them. If you guys want more Cyberworld, let me know. I can fast track them. They're not too far back in the schedule, but I have some other stuff that I want to get to first, but if there's enough demand, I'll push out a Cyberworld pack soon. Anyway, for the writing process, I went fully original this time. I really like what I've done with them. With the characters I normally look at, and the general tone of Siege World, things always end up being very serious. So it's fun to look at some less important guys, just a bunch of actors, not really much to them, but I do like to keep a couple serious things around, like the whole Beastformer thing, just to keep it fitting in with the rest of Siege World. I have left it open for maybe a spotlight or a main episode to flesh some of these guys out in the future. I don't have any plans yet, I'm just leaving that door open, just in case I ever decide I want to go back to it. I think I'm most interested in maybe exploring something with maybe Galvatron. He seems like a fun guy to write a story about. For weapons, Bumblebee has his gun, the bayonet can come out, and the magazine's removable. Optimus has his battle mask. Megatron has his axe. Snarl has his tail sword. Chop Chop has his hammer. Chop Chop has his hammer, and it has a bow mode. Finally, Galvatron has his gun and tail shield. Moving on to transformations, starting with Bumblebee. Lay him flat, head in, hood out, arms in, legs up, wheels into place, door wings into place, and we have Bumblebee in his car mode. Next, Mirage. Lay him flat, head in, cockpit out, arms into place, legs up, wing forward, and we have Mirage in his jet mode. Next, Optimus. Head in, roof down, arms up, legs up, wheels down, and we have Optimus in his truck mode. Next, Elita 1. Lay her flat, head in, arms in, legs up, and we have Elita 1 in her boat mode. Next, Megatron. Lay him flat, head in, arms down, legs up, front legs down, back legs down, beast head out, and we have Megatron in his bull mode. Next, Snarl. Lay him flat, head in, arms into place, legs up, back legs down, beast head out, connect the tail, and we have Snarl in his Stegosaurus mode. Next, Chop Chop. Lay him flat, head in, arms into place, legs up, beast legs out, beast head out, and we have Chop Chop in his Beetle mode. Finally, Galvatron. Lay him flat, head in, arms into place, legs up, beast legs down, wing back, beast head out, connect the tail, and we have Galvatron in his dragon mode. And that's everything. I really like these models. I love all the beast modes here, I'm very happy with how they came out. And it's good to have a more muscular looking Optimus. I feel like he's always very athletic looking. This Optimus looks more like a powerlifter. For what's coming up, the new Universe Pack just went up yesterday. A lot of spy changes in there. I honestly thought I was done with them when I finished RID, but they got reused so much. I've done the G2 GoBots and I've done the normal RID ones, but there's still a bunch of exclusives and car robots. I think There's a couple other universe ones that came out in 2 packs. I think they even came out in some other toy lines. There's just a lot. I'm also working on a new Beast Wars pack. I'm around halfway done, but they're pretty intricate models, so it is going to be a little while longer before they're ready. Beast Wars always takes longer just because they're all very unique designs, so there's a lot less reuse I can use. With something like a Spy Changer, they're very just reused parts over and over. So the legs always look similar, the torso always looks similar, they've got the same sort of body shape to them. Beast Wars guys have very unique looks to them, so instead of just having to make a new alt mode and then fit all the kibble on, I end up redesigning the arms, the legs, to have different armor pieces. So it shouldn't be too long. I'm hoping to have it done by next week. Oh, I'm going off script for this part. I used to be able to crank out maybe 2 packs a day, but with like growing standards and stuff, I know a lot of people were kind of disappointed with the output, but I feel like everything's went a lot more high quality, and it is a lot slower to get things done. I'm maybe doing a pack a week now, but I mean, better quality, and I'm trying to crank out 3 videos. I'm not made of time. I don't know, I feel really bad with all the people waiting on requests, but I'm going to do everything. I do keep note of every comment I get requesting something. I know there's a bunch on there that have been waiting, and I know for a lot of people that want some more weird stuff. I know I've had some like requests for like Thomas the Tank Engine and stuff like that. It's just not high on my priority list. I'm taking notes, so whenever I got a free moment, I'm figuring out how to do it. If you've requested something at any point, I've got it written down. But yeah, it's a bit of a struggle getting through some of these. I'm maybe going to try and do some more easy repaint ones after I do the next couple. I have a couple penciled in for what I'm doing, but after that I might do some more repaints that might get some more quick stuff out. Then I can maybe release them a bit off schedule from when they're done, just so I actually have some stuff going out a bit more consistent. Maybe, we'll see where it goes from there. For videos, on Sunday we should have another rant video. I'm thinking I'm going to be talking about the new Blockies reveals. We've had a bunch of them. There's some new wheels, we've had new everything, apart from Shining, but yeah, we've had new Galaxy, we've had new wheels, we've had new Defender. I would like to talk about it. Every time I try and record a video talking about it, something else gets revealed. First I was going to talk about the new Chase variant for Rodimus that got revealed a little while ago, and then a new set of wheels came out, and then when I went to go record something talking about that, well, new set of Defender got leaked. And right when I'm finished thinking about the Defender and think I'm ready to talk about it, new Galaxy reveal. So maybe we'll actually get it done this time. Maybe by the time I get round to recording it, they're going to reveal the entire Galaxy wave. Because right now we know 7 of them. Well, technically we know 8, including the Chase. I know it gets a bit I get confused with it as well. Technically 10 reveals, or 10 Blockies per set. Just one of them's a Chase variant, and there's no guarantee we'll get it. So every time we reveal a set, 10 new ones. I always have to keep reminding myself that, but yeah, we know 2 of them. Like, well, we know 7 of them, 2 of them we don't know yet. So I might wait for them to get revealed, but I think I might just bite the bullet and just mess some stuff out of the video and just get it out, because I've been waiting a while to talk about it. I love talking about Blocky stuff, never really get much of a chance. On Wednesday, it's looking like it might be another Spotlight. I don't want to go over what it is yet. It is a sequel. It's a part 2 that could, there's 3 different ongoing Spotlight series right now, so put your bets down and try and figure out what one you think it's going to be. I'm working on 2 actively, and one of them's fully animated, like the next part of one of them's fully animated, and that's what's getting ready to go up. So, yeah, equal chance for it being any of them. Could be Valve, could be Razor Beast, or it could be another part of Records. Who knows? And finally, we'll be swinging back around next week to have a look at some of my Prime Beast Hunters models. I'm still fully setting up the lineup for who's going to be in it. I know I'm going to do the main guys, but I think I might include some of the toy-only characters, just because I really like having a look at them, and I never really get much of a chance to look at toy-only stuff. With doing requests, a lot of people like to see the big stuff. That's fine. I did get a request specifically for Overload from Armada. That was very fun when I did that. So I always like to use an opportunity to, if I get a request for a big character, maybe slip in some more obscure ones alongside it. So Who knows? Maybe we'll have a look at Huffer and Ironhide alongside them. Who knows? I know. I'm not going to tell you till next week. Come back around next week if you want to figure it out. Anyway, that's all from me, and I'll see you guys on Sunday.